Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian, welcoming you to a new season and a new episode of Out of the Park Baseball 19. We begin the 1997 season. After this season, we'll see two more Major League teams added. The Florida Marlins and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, is that right? Let me check the standings really quickly. The Marlins might actually already be a thing. Yeah, it's Tampa Bay and Arizona. That's the other team that gets added. They're both National League teams. But we have our own issue, namely, as a commenter quite correctly pointed out, we kind of keep losing. And it's, at this point, I don't know how frustrated you're getting. I'm getting pretty frustrated. But, you know. Hey, we're second most games all time. Second most in wins. And the person who was first is no longer active. We've lost quite a few games. We've got to respect a winning percentage. But you see that championships, it's still 0. We got to do something about that. We really do. So, I just realized something as I was saying. We still have a buttload of money for free agents. That's right, everyone. One buttload. And our bullpen in particular is a bit dodgy right now. Is there an elite level closer that we could snap up for a year? There's a couple actually. Matt Turner. Let's do it. Let's bring in Matt Turner. 1 year deal. Fine. Ooh, nope, he wants way too much money. He wants like $8 million. Jeff Fassero seems far more reasonable. Holy shit, these people are completely mad. How about Storm Davis? He's at least more reasonable. He's a really solid bullpen guy who could even be a back of the rotation type, sure. I can dig that. Aw, no one wants Mike Devereaux. How sad. I will happily offer you a minor league deal. Wow, no one wants Tim Raines? We'll bring in Varnell, maybe. You're not getting in the Hall of Fame with that attitude, mate. I also wanted to take a look at one more thing here. He was right. Nice. Yeah, so Bryn Madsen posted a comment and said that, hey, you can see how they would work on the Major League roster, and you certainly can. He would be a bad choice, but we kind of already knew that. So, now this may be our last season with the team. I'm going to go ahead and re-sign both of our assistant coaches. Because they've both been pretty good. How does the owner feel about our signing? He's got to be fairly pleased, right? Yeah. And he just wants us to do better than 500. And I don't think he's considering the upgrades we've made. We've got a new staff ace in Darryl Kyle. And we've got another heart of the order hitter in Albert Bell. They were both fairly, and we even got to keep Ellis Burks, who I thought we were guaranteed to lose. We've probably never had a better lineup than we do right now. And so I'm hoping with the exception of Jeffrey Hammonds, but he'll be back in a week. I'm hoping that we can make some noise this season. I thought it would be interesting to look at our team and see how we're acquiring our players right now. So Vizquel was a free agent. Burks was a free agent. Edgar Martinez, free agent. Albert Bell, free agent. Movon we drafted. Pettigene I think we traded for, yeah. Hammonds I know we drafted. Eason we traded for. And Graffinino we drafted. So there's a fair number of hometown players in that we've drafted them. Only Movon of which is really of major consequence. Pitching staff, Kyle and Rogers are... Oh, Rogers was a trade. Okay. What did we give up in that trade? What did we give up to get Kenny Rogers? I hope it wasn't much. We got him a while ago, didn't we? We gave up Cal Ripken and Leon Green. How's Cal Ripken doing these days? He's still playing, sorta. That was a brilliant deal on our part. Well done, us. Hathaway, we drafted in the 14th round, no less. So really, I guess that's credit to the AI. Mike Jones, we drafted. Oh, we traded for Mike Jones. Oh, you must have been part of the Eddie Murphy trade. Eddie Murray. Why did I say Eddie Murphy? Oh, that's right. I gave you Mike Morgan, who is getting a little bit too big for his britches. Seeley we traded for. Belliard we drafted. Bell we signed. Signed, drafted. I remember drafting him because I thought it was the other David Wells. And then Ted Lilly we drafted. So there's a fair number of people that are homegrown. There's just not a lot of them. And none of them, except for arguably Mo Vaughn, are really key to our team right now. Basically, we've been about building through veterans. Which makes a ton of sense, given where we are in the pecking order. Let's play. A personal message. How much does he want? I'll make you one more offer. And if you don't take it, that's no skin off my butt. You know what? I'm not getting into a bidding war over, like, at best, like a 7th place reliever. Yes, you can go down to AAA. That's fine. I could be a little bit more hands-on with the minors. That might help our problems where I think a lot of our prospects tend to flame out. One thing I do want to do, we'll do that as soon as this month runs out, I want to look for interesting prospects and shortlist them. So we get more news about them and we can maybe make some decisions about what to do with them in the future. That's something I keep forgetting to do. Shortlists are a feature of the game I've never really used well. And I feel kind of silly about that. Shutout. Albert Bell, nice. And April's top hitter is Albert Bell. Right. Let's go ahead and shortlist Fabulous. No one else in Triple I'm really that interested about. Definitely Leach. Definitely Regan. Definitely Ibar. Super definitely D. Brown. And I think that's good for now. Ooh, maybe Scott Kirby. There we go. That'll help us keep an eye on these guys and see as they improve. Fabulous wouldn't have to do much to unseat Graffinino, if I'm totally honest with you guys. But he hasn't really been outstanding in the minors apart from last year. Actually, it was actually pretty solid last year. Let's see if we can build on his 96 season. Blanco could be a... Blanco's more a borderline reliever guy, but still a handy player to have on your team. Who did we draft last year? Remember, it's been a week since I played this last. Complete transactions log? No, that's not what I want. I want last draft log. There we go. Oh, I can just look in team history. Derp, derp, derp. We go to Toronto draft history. Hi, Tim. I remember drafting you. Is Chili Davis still playing? Chili Davis is still playing. Damn. Oh, that's right. I didn't have a first-round draft pick. St. Pierre is definitely interesting, so we're going to go ahead and shortlist him. Look at all these years who cracked 4 million in attendance. Probably because I never increased ticket prices. How's the year going for us so far? Man, Edgar's killing it. Like, I know Albert Bell looks sexier, but dude's hitting 413. It's like awesome, 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 pretty good. He's still driving the ball. He's just not connecting at the same rate. Decent, very good, pretty good, utter garbage. That can't all be winners. Rotation looking real strong. This is a good start. Not a great start, but a good start. Aaron Seeley might have just kept himself a job in the majors. We're still not sure when Randy Johnson's coming back. That's fine. We don't need to rush him back just yet. Right. All my starters are kind of doing awesome. Let's go ahead and send Randy Johnson to the minors for a rehab assignment. And we'll kind of just keep him in the minors in case something horrible happens. A torn quad for Omar is not great. I'm not going to deny that. I feel like Randy Johnson got injured again. Oh, Gabe Kapler. I keep forgetting about you. Let's shortlist you too. I kind of don't have an answer to the shortstop question. Unless I just call up Fabulous and have him play for a week. Castellano won't embarrass himself at short, I guess. Let's put Omar on the DL. There's always Dave Berg. Or Guevara. Guevara's not a bad utility type. We'll bring him up, and then we'll just have Castellano start at shortstop for 3 weeks. Oh, dear. And we're also expecting him, by the way, to be the leadoff hitter. No, we're going to go ahead and put Hammonds back at the top. I'm not letting Pedro Castellano. It's bad enough playing him a shortstop. I'm not going to let a guy who can't get on base be the leadoff hitter. That's just dumb. And then as soon as What's-His-Face is healthy, we'll go ahead and let him be leadoff again. Yeah, Hammonds. God damn it, Greg Vaughn. Oh, well. That kind of is true for real elections, though. Oh, yeah, there's a lot more here. Oh, damn it, Ramon. Oh, well. Any youngsters getting better? Not real super good. Shui's improving somewhat. Another Batter of the Month award for Albert Bell. He's not getting 56 home runs again, but he might just be like an absolutely crazy hitter. Oh, I should be juggling bullpen stuff right now too, shouldn't I? 2,000 hits for Ellis Burks. Nice. Yeah, Bell can't be the setup guy. He's not handling it well. Let's change you to middle relief / lefty specialist. And we'll go ahead and promote you to 6th inning setup guy. That seems reasonable. Already had a left-handed specialist. Oh. Whatever, mate. Still, none of my starters are doing that badly, and there's not a huge reason for me to bench any of them. Maybe bench Ted Lilly. Yeah, let's go ahead and send Ted Lilly down to the minors and get Randy Johnson back up in the majors. Your emergency starter, long relief. Yeah, you're starting to lose your stuff, and you're 33. I know I just locked you up into another couple years, but I'm not paying you very much. A trade proposal, you say? For a bad reliever, you want a hitter with a fairly okay future? No. Just stop. I'll just tell them I'm not interested in Dwayne Henry, because I'm not. We'll go ahead and sim up to the All-Star game. I'm hoping we were just on a ridiculously hot streak to begin the season. I wonder if this is just Pedro Castellano. He's not doing super great. Demote. Alright, how's Hammond's hitting this year? He's hitting well enough, I don't mind keeping him. Let's go ahead and actually just have him bat where... No, you know what? It actually still makes sense to have Vizquel do leadoff for a very important reason. He doesn't have much power. But neither does Hammonds. You know, let's just let Vizquel bat 7th. And we'll see what happens. Because Hammonds is doing a perfectly reasonable job at the top of the lineup. Burks is doing good. Martinez has cooled off a bit. Vaughn is driving him in, having a bit of a weaker year. Pettigene looks good. A personal message. Nice. Albert Bell's actually your top vote getter. Cool. Who's the star of the week? Mo Vaughn. Nice. I'd like to see him heat up a little bit. He's like, without being too vulgar, but he's like orgasmically excited by how well we're doing. Which is, you know, to be fair, totally legit. Totally legit. I like Greg Vaughn in the abstract, but I'm not going to part with a pretty encouraging prospect for a guy that I just don't have use for. Oh, Gabe Kapler is International League Player of the Week. Nice. Nick Leach did a pretty good job. Why would you think I'd give you all of this for one crappy player? Mate, it doesn't make any sense. That's not even a talking point. How are you doing, Kapler? You've kind of crushed it at every step in the minors. I just don't have an obvious spot for you just yet. But I could definitely see you being a useful regular for a couple of seasons. And how's Nick doing here? He's not doing super great. He's good, though. He's just still pretty dang raw. Which I am totally cool with. Let's see how many of our people made it. Kenny Rogers made it. As did Aaron Seeley and David Wells. Ooh. Oh, John Mitchell made it. And then we got Martinez, Vizquel, Burks, and Bell. Nice. Bell already has 5 WAR. Man, if ever a player has fit a need, that guy has. Oh, dang. Vizquel had an awesome game. Dave Miller... No. I have so many starters I can rely upon. I'm not rushed in the least. How's Feblace enjoying his time in AAA? He's holding his own. And he's not like he's going to completely change the way we play baseball or anything. Hermanson is an interesting player, but not one I think has a great future on the team. But he might someday. Why did you send D. Brown down? Oh, you didn't. These are both A-ball teams. Okay, you probably just wanted to get someone else a little more playing time. That's reasonable. Another trade proposal. Is this also someone else trying to give me a crappy reliever? Yes. For a really good reliever, I might make a deal, but he'd have to be, an amazing one. Okay, he's only day-to-day. I don't mind necessarily picking up Storm Davis, but I'm not giving you Ted Lilly and Carlos Fabulous. This is too big a package. Way too big. You would do it for only Blanco? Blanco's an interesting pitcher, though. What is, the bare minimum I could give you to acquire Senior? What Tim Christman? Wow, you really want to get rid of Storm Davis, don't you? Can I get you to throw in Joel Pinheiro? Probably not. You just acquired him, okay. Wow, you have a pretty terrible minor league system. I mean, what else do we want? Oh, you're merely a Pedro Martinez, not the Pedro Martinez. I'm just going to make this deal. It's a nice little boost to the bullpen, which I think is the weakest area of our team right now. Actually, not even that weak. Damn. Okay, Eric Martinez is pretty terrible. We can go ahead and get rid of him. And right now, I'm going to make you like a high leverage middle reliever. But we'll find a role for you in a couple of weeks once we see how things are settling down. Rennie Johnson's kind of having a shitty time of it, but... A personal message. We're not entirely sure when Kyle will be back. That's fine. It's like you're purposely picking bad players. And, yeah. One thing I do want to check on, actually. Because I don't have any money for extensions. So anyone whose contract is expiring might be a good target to flip. Like Storm Davis. There's not really much here. Let's see if we can't get Seeley to take an extension. I'd like a 3-year deal with you, please. I think he probably wants just a little bit more of a raise each season. Let's try that. No. Nah, I'm just going to talk to you later on in the season. None of you are really making a lot of money. David Wells is really demanding that much money? Damn, what an all-star appearance. This is literally the only really good year he's had with Toronto. He's trying to cash in on it. I can't say I blame the dude, but dang. Let's go and see if we can get Hammonds to lock up. I'll give you your 760. 770. There. Whatever. I'm not too fussed. Pettigene. He's good enough at enough things that I don't want to see. This is actually an incredibly reasonable deal done. That's the easiest decision I've ever made. For a guy who's going to be playing first base pretty much every day for the next 5 to 6 years, to get him at that kind of discount is pretty reasonable, I think. Ooh. Now, this is an interesting deal. Knobloch is going to be a free agent. But he would be a significant upgrade over Graffinino. let's start dropping players and seeing if it changes. Okay, so let's begin with the obvious person to throw in here. Not Graffinino. I don't want to trade Graffinino or Fabulous. I would trade Regan. Actually, I kind of want to keep him too. Let's start with Hermanson. And let's add Blanco. But you're getting close. As Graffinino is having a good year, but it's not like an amazing year. What if I threw in Ted Lilly? Because Lilly's going to give up all kinds of homers, right? I just don't have a spot for him right now. And maybe I can get you to throw in something else. Like a prospect. Johnny Estrada? Nah, you just drafted him. You're not going to give him to me. Nor should you, if we're honest with each other. How about Mike Lowell? Can I get him? Yes. Okay. What else could we acquire? Chad Paxton looks like a pretty good looking backup catcher type. Or Chris Paxton. I don't know why I called him Chad Paxton. Can I drop Blanco? No. Can I offer you less than Blanco? I can offer you this crappy center fielder. This is a pretty damn good deal. Like, Hermanson's an interesting enough player that I kind of regret it, but I just don't see him. OSA thinks his contact's going to be a little better than that. I just don't see him making the club in the near future, and Knobloch could push us over the top. He'd be a perfect leadoff type, which we've needed for a while. Let's get Mullis. I'm sure you'll throw him in. Oh, no, you really like Mullis. Can I get you to eat part of his salary? I need to get you to eat part of it. Oh, losing Lilly hurts a little bit. Or do I keep Lilly and trade Randy Johnson? Now that's an interesting deal. No, okay. Ted Lilly was the big piece there. Lilly's not nothing, to be sure. But I really think Blanco could be a pretty scary good pitcher. Throwing Eric Martinez because I don't like him either. No, it's alright. No, you do it for Ted Lilly. I'm going to go ahead and give you Ted Lilly. Can I drop Hermanson? Do you like Lilly that much? You like him quite a bit. Yes. This is an easy decision. It's basically Ted Lilly for Mike Lowell who doesn't have an obvious spot right now, but he's a good enough hitter that I'd be happy to plug him in at any of these 3 positions. This is a very strong pick to me. All right. Immediately, this changes the complexion of our team in a very, very good way. I think we sent Graffinino down to AAA. No, I don't want to get rid of Castellano, but he's clearly the weaker of the links. Yeah, let's just try to waive Castellano. No, let's just shop him. Let's see what I could get for him. Prospects is what I want. Anyone who's even worth Castellano's own level? I'm not seeing much. There's Shane Spencer. He's sort of interesting. I'm not that fussed by it. There you go. I mean, if I waive Castellano, someone else might claim him, but at this point, I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing. So I'm going to go ahead and designate him for assignment. All right. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to swap Hammonds, have him bat 7th. This is getting ridiculous, by the way. Knobloch's going to lead off. I know he probably wants to be, like, hitting 3rd, but he's too good at the other roles. This is a scary-ass lineup now. I'm fully aware we're probably not going to keep Knobloch, and that's totally fine with me. I'm very clearly making this a rental to try to give us just that little extra bit of oomph. And hey, if we can somehow manage to re-sign the dude, I would be very happy, but it's not very likely in my opinion. And the cost was basically Ted Lilly, which is a cost that I am, frankly, more than willing to pay. Just for funsies, yeah, he basically wants all the money. I'm pretty happy with what he can just contribute the rest of this season. Plus, it was an all-Canadian trade, so that feels even better. Hilly Hathaway, nice. He's having himself a pretty damn fine year, too. Any interesting player developments? Pun intended? Sure. Alright, Burks is starting to age just a tiny bit. Oh, dang, Pettigene. What the shit, mate? What the shit? That's fine. I've got Lowell, who can be about as good as Pettigene. What? Look, mate, you were willing to sign for a pretty reasonable deal. Nah. You're being a weird little bitch right now, so I don't really want to talk to you. Has anyone's, like, demands changed? What about Seeley? If you give me 3 years for that price, I'll do it. But that's not what you're wanting to do. So this is going to be an awkward arbitration season. But it's fine. Oh, dang. 20-5. That's got to be embarrassing for Pedro. You did clear waivers. I very clearly put you on waivers. Man. So this is really embarrassing. I gotta put him on the 40-man just so I can... That's whatever. He must be assigned or released. Yeah, and I can't set him because... Oh, damn it. I must have clicked the wrong button. It's not going to cost me much to cut the dude. I think I'll just cut him. What a topsy-turvy year it's been for Pedro Castellano. I kind of feel like a dick. I want to check out that 20-5 game. Oh, well. Eight weeks for Burks. Mate. Really, dude? It's a strained hamstring. It's not even a tear. Dude, you gotta do some frickin' yoga or something, man. That totally changes the complexion of our team. Who's gonna play center? Little? Little could handle it, and then just find another outfielder. Oh, let's go and call up Kapler. Well, I mean, this means we can be more aggressive with Jeffrey Hammonds. We can have him bat second. And then we can just go ahead and drop in Mike Little full-time at center. Here, set his position to center. Just so it should automatically then adjust his position. There he goes. This isn't ideal. But hopefully Burks is going to take time off and be fully rested for the playoffs. Or losing him could easily just destroy the entire team, which would make me very sad. He's had such a good year. Like, he could have easily made it into the MVP consideration. He was so good this year. I guess a really amazing 2/3 of a year is better than a really shitty full year. Are you kidding me, Little? Really? How the hell did you fracture your wrist already? You've barely played this year. I hate you right now, Mike Little. Damn it. I don't have a remotely ready center fielder except for Stacey Ham. Can Sutton play center? He cannot. I know Kapler can't. He could play really, really badly, but I don't want to sacrifice the defense right now. Fuck. Oh boy, Stacey Ham. Well, this season has taken a very unpleasant turn, hasn't it? Damn it, guys. And There goes one of my better relievers. I'm going to go ahead and have Alberto Blanco. I'm going to have you be a middle reliever for right now. Who would be a good setup guy to take over for him? Storm Davis. Perfect. You're going to be my 6th inning guy or my high leverage guy. Stupid Jeff Bloom. He'll heal faster. Not that it matters, because he's not really a big deal. Damn you, Pirates. We were the best. Oh, we are still technically the best team in baseball right now. Technically. Yeah, Stacey Ham sucks the big one, but we're honestly getting pretty terrific years out of even like secondary players. Mo Vaughn's discipline collapsing is a bit troublesome. Is Albert Bell going to break 50 homers? I don't think he will. Edgar Martinez won't break 30, but he's still been perfect. Damn it, Kenny Rogers, really? I guess Octavio Dotel comes up. And I guess we'll just have him be a middle reliever. So here's what's going to happen, right? We're going to keep Rogers on the roster. There's no point taking him off when we have the 40-man up. Randy Johnson's going to move in to fill in for Kenny Rogers. And Dotel will pitch middle relief. I think Kenny Rogers is going to miss the first round of the playoffs, too. Oh, you shitting me, Omar. Come on. God damn it. Look, I get that you're an older dude, but you're like taking minor injuries and letting them cripple you. This is a sprained knee. That's not 8 weeks. It's a frickin' sprain. I guess Grafnino's playing shortstop now. And I guess call up Feblis now to be a backup? Or Mike Lowell? Nah, Lowell, he could handle short. But I don't think he's ready yet. I want to let him develop his bat a bit more. Yeah, I'm good with Feblis. No, what actually is make it Lowell. And then, Grafnino's going to play in place of Omar. I mean, I guess it's good that we have someone who can handle shortstop as well as Grafnino. But damn. You know what would really help me feel a lot better about our chances? Ellis Burks. When is he supposed to come back? And then go ahead and generate depth charts. We're just probably going to see Mike Lowell getting a lot of time at short. No, Vizquel's hurt. I'm going to put him on the DL just so the AI doesn't think they should start him. Lineups and depth charts. Okay. When are you coming back, Burks? 5 weeks. You're not going to be ready for the playoff start, I don't think. You've already locked up the playoff spot, which I guess is good. Damn. D. Brown had a nice day. Cool. Oh, he's taken very, very well. A bunch of losers are retiring. Who cares? I don't even care at this point. Jack Hardy, sure. You can get some long relief innings in. How long until Kenny Rogers is healthy again? He'll be back in a week. So he might just be ready in time for the playoffs. Did we have 3 Major League teams win 100 games this year? Nice work, Daryl Kyle. You have come as advertised, my friend. Let's go ahead and sim up to playoffs begin. Oh, nice. Alberto Blanco won their Cy Young. How is that possible? Oh, right. Yeah, you're fine. Okay, playoff roster. Sure. Rogers would be back this series. All right, put Randy Johnson on this roster. And I could add one player to the playoff roster, huh? Everyone that I'd honestly want to be on the roster seems like they're on it already. I could add Dotel. No, I want Mike Lowell on the playoff roster because we need someone who can fill in a shortstop. All right. So we're going to go ahead and call a 4-man rotation. It's going to be Kyle, Hathaway, Seeley, and we're going to try Rogers because Rogers is supposed to get better in 4 days, and I'd really like to see him be part of... Is Kyle ready, though? He'd be pitching on relatively short rest, but he'll get 1 more day to rest, so that's fine with me. And then you'll be a long reliever emergency starter. Okay. Ooh, 20 wins for Hathaway. Damn, he really did have a good year. He'll get some Cy Young votes, even though he probably doesn't deserve them. But he led the league in wins, so... How's the lineup looking? Would Burks be ready for the next round? Or is he still too hurt for that? He'll be out for 2 more weeks. He might be ready for the World Series if we make it that far. Yeah, Kenny Rogers is not starting tomorrow. Kyle is. We won 107 games, which is pretty cool if you think about it. And maybe you don't. Kepler got a little better this year. His contact got worse, though, which is going to hurt his chances of being a quality everyday regular, but, you know, that's really not Kepler's job. No, I specifically said Kyle was the ace pitcher. Don't pitch Seeley. Kyle is totally fine to pitch. Alright, sim that game. God damn it, Kyle. Why are you jumping? I want Hathaway. You're being weird, game. I cannot believe this. We're going to get swept again. We're going to get swept again. Oh, nope. There we go. We got a win there. Is Rodgers actually healthy? He is. Come on, Kenny. Nope, we got beat again. Guys, I don't know what we can do at this point. I won 107 games. And we won one stinking playoff game. One! Because all of my hitters just don't hit when the playoffs start. I mean, I don't know what to do. I genuinely have no clue. Mathematically, a team that won 107 games, the second best lineup in the American League, should not be scoring 1 run, 1 run, 3 runs, 2 runs. The pitching was fine. I don't mind the pitching. But for God's sake, why do we not hit in the playoffs? Knobloch had 15 at-bats without a single hit. That's going to kill us dead. Pettigene didn't hit. Vaughn didn't hit. Edgar Martinez and Jeffrey Hammonds were my entire offense in the playoffs. This is goddamn ridiculous. And I don't know what to do at this point. I genuinely don't. We won 107 games without Ellis Burks, who had an amazing season. And we still lose in the first round. I give up. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know what to do. I get that anything can happen in the playoff series. I get that. But there is no logical reason, by even this game's standards, that my leadoff hitter gets no hits, my second baseman, my shortstop, my guys filling for shortstop gets 0 hits, my first baseman gets 2, my leading hitter got 5 hits the entire series. It's absurd. And it doesn't look like that Detroit did all that much better. I don't know what to do. I'm at a complete and utter loss. Okay, let's try to analyze this. What is going on? He went 7 1/3 innings, gave up 1 run. I can't ask for more from that from my starter. I can't. Pitching was fine. How many hits did we get that entire game? 5 hits. Five hits. What about this game? What went wrong here? Hilly Hathaway. I cannot ask for more from that from my starters. Carlos Baerga got 2 frickin' doubles, and that was good enough. This was an extra innings game. No, we just got beat in the 8th. Why was he in the game? Look, Greg Bell is quite specifically just a middle reliever. I just don't know anymore. We're getting to the point where this is no longer fun for me. It's just ridiculous. That I can put together a lineup that is arguably the best in the league, a really good pitching staff, a good bullpen, and then the game's RNG basically just takes a giant shit on my lineup. I don't know. I'm gonna have a think about this. I'm gonna have a good long, hard think about whether I want to play more OOTP 19. Like, I don't even want to do the off season right now. I'll finish the playoffs to see who wins the fucking World Series, but it's ridiculous. It is utterly absurd that this has happened every time we've made the playoffs, except the one time we lost in the World Series. Yeah, screw you, Ellis Burks. Oh, and the frickin' Tigers still lose the World Series to the Braves. I don't want frickin' season over, great job. I want to win the damn World Series for once. I want to win 2 games in the damn first round. I don't know what we can do. I just don't. I don't know how to overcome the fact that the engine is deciding my hitters aren't hitting in the playoffs. I can keep adding better players to the lineup, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And yes, this happens in real baseball. I get that. But it's incredibly disheartening. It's incredibly disheartening to put together a team. Oh boy, you extended my bloody contract. Kenny Rogers just walked out on me. Mike Jones just walked out on me. Not that America's Jones was hurt all year anyway. Oh, Chili Davis retired. I think retiring his number is a good call. Easy decision. And yeah, we have decisions to make there too. But I mean, I don't know what more we can do. I genuinely don't. And now he wants me to cut payroll again. Right. So, I'm not going to do the off-season because I'm a little bit too frustrated right now with the game, with the engine. And I don't know what we're going to do. I'm going to let this... I'm obviously going to post the video the way I always do, and you guys have a chance to sit and watch it. Let me know what you think. But I genuinely don't know what I can do differently at this point. I could play games individually, which might... Because I can force my players to take more strikes and wear out pitchers faster, that might have a marginal impact. I could even just play the actual playoff games. But honestly, I kind of don't want to. I really don't. I mean, we won 107 games, lost in the first round. 91 games, lost in the first round. It's like... There's either some hidden variable in the game, which is totally fine. It would be realistic to have it. That is just saying, nope. Because my players have never hit in the postseason. Ever. Look at this. We actually underperformed. We should have won 113 games, not 107. I don't know. I do not know. I love Out of the Park baseball. I love the series. I love the games. But this is just... I'm proud of the team that I've built. That you guys have helped me build through your comments. Making me think about different things. In this game, I have done everything I possibly can. And it hasn't worked out in a championship. And maybe this is just, random number generator shanking me. Which is, it's whatever. But, I don't know what else to do at this point. I don't even know how to make this team better. I mean, we lost Mike Jones, but he's hurt all year, so who cares? Replacing Kenny Rogers is going to suck too, but again, who cares? I don't know. I'm going to read comments very, very closely. But this is just such a gut punch. From 89 to 97, we made the playoffs 7 times. And I think we made the World Series once. There's not really an easy way to see that. There's not an easy way to just see the playoffs. The Tigers have won back-to-back championships. And the teams that are winning aren't even necessarily better than me. But I just don't hit in the playoffs. I just don't. And I don't know if that's the game's way of telling me, your players are tired, you need to rest them more. I don't have enough information to make an informed decision. Every other version of Out of the Park baseball, every other version, without exception, I've been able to put together strong clubs and win world championships. And it just seems like the game has decided no. Now maybe this is just time to pick a new team, but to be honest, I'm so frustrated with the game right now that we might do something new next Wednesday. I don't know. I don't want to necessarily start another series. Maybe I'll find a game that I can just take a break from Out of the Park baseball. But right now, I don't think I'm going to play this again next week. But I will listen. If you guys do have recommendations about what I can do differently, maybe you guys are catching something in videos that's really obvious that I'm just missing. But short of playing through each playoff game individually and literally taking control of every player, which I would find just obscenely boring. Maybe you wouldn't. But the reason I play baseball sims or sim games is so I don't have to do everything myself. And I don't even know that managing would make a difference. I don't think it's that the AI can't manage it. I just think the AI decides, nope, you can't hit in the playoffs. It's just not allowed. Oh, here we go. Here's the year I made the World Series, 89. So yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys have in terms of suggestions, thoughts, recommendations. Maybe I need to play the game a different way. Maybe I just need to give the Major League setting a break. But right now, there are no words. I'm out of the words. The words are gone. I hope you have enjoyed what may very well turn to be the last episode of this series. I'm very curious to see what people think, what they have to say in the comments. What they had to say to do differently during the playoffs. But until then, this has been Avindian. Thank you for watching and putting up with my tirade and my utter disgust. And until next time, I bid you good day.